Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Dennis Buckley from the California Chiropractic Association, and I am so excited because the 2013 CCA Convention in San Diego, California is coming up May 30th, June 2nd at the beautiful Paradise Point Resort in San Diego, California. Today I'm interviewing the speakers at this year's convention and learning about them and what they were presenting at the CCA Convention. The theme for this year's convention is Join the Evolution. Share your story. All of you have a story. Our speakers have a story, and this story needs to be shared with the world. This year's convention is expected to sell out, as it did last year, so don't get shut out. One reason last year's convention was such a success was the incredible quality and diversity of presenters, along with our vendors and partners, bringing us the best in chiropractic and healthcare. One of this year's speakers is Dr. Bill Meeker, president of Palmer West, who will be presenting on Friday morning, May 31st, at the opening session, and he will be presented with the other presidents of the California colleges. He'll be presenting with Dr. Brian Kelly from LifeWest and Dr. John Springe from the California University of Health Sciences. This will be moderated by Dr. Gerald Klum, former president of LifeWest. And this opening session is about why the survival of our California chiropractic colleges depends on you. So, welcome to Dr. Meeker. Excuse me. Are you on the phone with us? You there?
Yes, I am, Dennis. Thank you.
Well, thank you for spending some of your time to talk with us. So, could you share people who are listening to this about what you and the other college presidents will be speaking about and why they should be at this session and how important it is?
Well, first of all, just let me say that I think the California Chiropractic Association is the representative of the profession in California that actually has the ability, the clout and expertise to make sure that California policy moves in our favor. And this is, of course, always a challenge. I think people need to attend this conference to learn about what's going on right now and how they can work together to make things better for the future. So our part of this, of course, is a panel discussion on education, chiropractic education in California, which is really not different than chiropractic education for the profession in its entirety. But just briefly, my message is that strong educational institutions are really the heart and soul of the profession because these are the institutions that qualify, educate, and socialize newcomers to its ranks. What we do with students that come into the profession really dictates what happens to the profession in the future. So we take our role extremely seriously, and we hope that everyone else does too.
The theme for this year is Join the Evolution. Do you feel that the profession is in an evolution right now, or maybe it's always been an evolution, but is it more prevalent now, and is there an evolution taking place at the colleges?
Well, my view of the evolution is that we've always been in an evolutionary state, and I don't think we will ever be out of some evolutionary state. I think that's how things move. But I do believe that right now is a critical time. It seems to me that all times in chiropractic history have been critical, but I have to say this particular decade or the next few years at least I think are critical to the future of the profession. And so it really is time for all committed doctors of chiropractic to kind of get on board and work for the future. So yes, now is the time.
Are the colleges working together on a collaborative vision, or are they basically sticking with their vision and mission statement separately, or is it coming together?
Well, I think you'll see that. Well, first of all, there's a lot more collaboration and discussion amongst the colleges than I think the typical chiropractor in the field actually understands or knows about. We've had annual meetings of the Association of Chiropractic Colleges for a couple of decades now. The college presidents get together 2 or 3 or 4 times a year, depending on what's going on, to talk over common issues and try to come up with common solutions. So I would have to say that there's probably more collaboration now amongst the colleges than there has been in my professional lifetime of 3 decades, over 3 decades now. Having said that, of course, we have differences. Each college has its own particular stripe, I guess. But it's encouraging to me, though, that we're seeing more commonalities and differences in the way we all approach chiropractic. I think the recent identity project that Palmer spearheaded, which I have presented to many people at the CCA, has also been presented around the country at various to various organizations, and to my great gratification, has been widely received positively. And I think it provides a basis upon which we can at least move forward in a unified way, without having to be lockstep on every issue that sometimes divide us.
It seems to me that if someone attended this, they would actually become more aware of what was going on at the colleges, maybe dispel a lot of myths and biases that have been going on, but also just kind of learn about how the colleges are preparing the students to meet the demands of the future.
Oh, I agree. I agree totally, Dennis. I don't even know if we have enough time to really get into all the details, because I think there's so many good things going on now. But it will certainly provide a basis for discussion, and this is really all we can hope to do in a panel discussion such as we're planning here. I mean, what you're going to hear from me is a vision for the profession that requires society to recognize the immense value that chiropractic healthcare brings to the table. I mean, chiropractic is a profession of hope, health, and healing, and a healthy, vibrant, united, and committed profession will mean healthy and productive lives for patients around the world. So my vision calls for increased communication, collaboration, coordination with other healthcare disciplines that are truly interested in patient-centered care. And I see the so-called healthcare system hopefully changing from one focused on disease to one focused on healthy living. I mean, our vision calls for greater tolerance and mutual respect within the profession. And this means that doctors of chiropractic must downplay their internal differences, and they must play up all the things we do have in common, and we all need to come together on a unified identity for the profession. It means that we must invest in additional research and policy efforts as a part of our unique approach, and we've got to reach and maintain high levels of quality, transparency, and patient satisfaction. And I see a profession wherein every doctor is able to make a decent, ethical living, clearly making some contribution to his or her community and the profession's growth. And I see the prejudice and misinformation about chiropractic fading away to respect. I see our educational institutions, trade associations thrive. I see participation levels rise dramatically. I mean, this is what I think we can hope for in the future.
Well, you know, this is kicking off the convention on Friday morning, and I think this is a fantastic way of starting things. So we would urge everyone that make sure that if you're coming to the CCA convention, get there Thursday night, get there early Friday morning so you don't miss this opening session where we can listen to the leaders of our three colleges talk about what you just talked about the future of the profession. So, well, Dr. Meeker, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to share with us about what we can expect of the CCA convention, and we look forward to seeing you down in San Diego.
Great, Dennis. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Well, that's it, folks. Go to www.calchiro.org to register for the CCA convention. And also realize that down at this convention, you're going to see classmates, you're going to see old friends, you're going to make new friends. It's a great place to bring your family with all the amenities in San Diego. Even the Paradise Point Resort is a great place just to hang out and relax. And then around San Diego, there's lots of wonderful attractions. So make sure that you register for this year's event so you don't get shut out. Make your reservations. Join us in San Diego. Celebrate chiropractic. And have a great time. And you take some time to really celebrate this profession. This is Dr. Bussing for the California Chiropractic Association signing off.